back to my channel. February the 8th, minus 32 out, so that's why I'm in the garage. That's a good time to do a video again. Olympics started yesterday, so hopefully everybody's watching that. By the time you see this video, we'll be into day 6 or 7 of the Olympics, so sit back and enjoy those as well on this cold day. And we're going to get started on episode 2 of my partial or restoration of the CB Honda 1982 900F Super Sport. Today I'm going to take the clutch cover off. There'll be a bit of oil spilt there, and get that cover off so I can get it painted. The points cover off, we'll be doing that as well, and whatever else I can get done here today. I don't want the video to be too long, so if I get a chance, I'll get started on the forks and we'll get the one side off. I'm just waiting on seals for that, and dust covers, and yeah, so we'll get wrenching here and get at it. So guys, we're going to start up the top here for the clutch cable. We're just going to undo that little nut there, and then we'll back it off to get some slack in it, and then we'll go down to the bottom and work our way to the bottom and take it off at the bottom part there. Okay, so we got to take this little nut off here and loosen that off, get that spring tension off of it, and it's a 10mm wrench, and back that off as much as you can, get some slack in there. And then down at the bottom where it hooks on, it's just a... Okay guys, so just take the set of pliers here that I have, and down at the bottom there, try to zoom in here a little closer, and just once you get the slack in, it just fits into that lever at the bottom, and you just wiggle that out, and that cable should pull right out of there. It's a little finicky, but we can get it in there. And we'll just keep working away at it there. Just got to pull that up a little bit. That in there. So guys, I got take these nuts off. There's about 8 of them in here. I got a cardboard underneath there to because I'm going to lose a bit of oil, and it'll be messy, but it'll be all right. I got a pan underneath there to catch it, but it usually goes where it wants. So we'll get these off here and get this cover. Hey guys, so I'm just going to show you here these bolts that go into the cover plate. Some are different sizes, and the good way to figure this out when you go to put them back together, have a look at them, make sure they're the same depth of going in all the way around. So if you got one longer than the other, then you know that it doesn't go there. So they should just protrude out the same distance on all the bolts all the way around. So just a good tip for that. You can see there where I've got one's longer and one's shorter, and they don't fit in that area. So just something to check out when you're doing it. Oh, now we're going to just tap this a little bit on the top and around the spots, and a little bit on the bottom here. Try to get it off. Break it loose. A little bit of a gasket in there. Oh, I think there's a bolt still in there, so we'll have to get that off. Okay, I got that bolt out, and now I think that was the only one left. So give it another tap here and see if we can break that loose. And there it goes. And look out. Niagara Falls, here we come. There's probably going to be a, I don't know, half a liter oil spill out of there. I could have drained the oil, but I had the tire off and I got a lift underneath, so that's not going to work. So there she goes. One thing about this, it's a bit of a mess. and get that off, and then we can get it painted. And yeah. So in here, guys, this is a clutch. That's the springs, the bolts, holds that on, and then we got clutch plates on the outside there. So that's why I was having trouble with the shifting. I'm hoping that those clutch plates aren't euchred, and it's just an adjustment. And then inside here, just make sure you got that lobe. As soon as you pull on that lever, it lifts it up and makes contact on the spring inside the clutch itself. Okay, so we'll work on the left side of the bike here on the ignition side, and we're going to take this, we got the cover plate off already. We just want to take the inner part of this plate off, and then we got to take the points off. Hopefully we can just slide that out. I'm not sure what's in behind it, but we're going to find out. So again, we'll get all the bolts loosened off and get this ready to pull off. Cover off, and that'll be another piece of the puzzle to paint. There's a couple of dowels on there, so I'm just showing you. There's a couple long bolts here, and I showed you there in the one video, but my voice wasn't on. So here, see here how they stick out. One's longer than the other, so that means that bolt doesn't fit in there. So you want to make sure you get them all in the same distance apart, which is like that. So you know where the bolts. Just a little tidbit for that. So guys, before I take these points right off, I'm going to mark them so that they line up. Right? So that's going to go with that. Just mark it way you can so that it goes back in the same spot. Then you don't have your timing will be all screwed up. Okay, so I'll take that plate off, ready for paint. Okay, so I got those points removed from this plate, so I should all just very carefully take that, put it in behind here, and take these bolts out, and take this cover plate right off. Okay, so that's that there, and make sure this is in where it's supposed to be. I'm going to put this little dowel here, pin, that'll keep that in there. You don't want to screw that up. This here off. Of course, it's not the right size. I'll get another socket. Looks like a 10. Okay, just taking that screw off there to get this piece here off. Your wire, and voila, that's off. And I'll just put that back where it should be. Tighten that down so we know where it goes. That little rubber grommet here has to slide in there eventually. That has to go into here. And there's little gears in there. You can see them wobbling around, so you got to make sure you don't screw that up. Okay, I'll get that cleaned up. That'll be ready for paint as well. I like to put all the screws back where they're supposed to be, and then we have them there. So guys, I'm just taking this gasket off. It's got a scraper here. When you're doing that, make sure you take it all off and don't leave any. Obviously, I'm going to need a new gasket, which is ordered. So scrape all that off. Make sure you get it nice and clean when you're done. You can throw that one away. And make sure you get all this crap out of here before you put another one on and get it nice and clean. So I'm just showing you the dowels that are in here. One dowel in there, so this makes sure they're still in there. I don't think I can pull those out anyways. And make sure this is all cleaned out. The dowels that are in here, some of them are you can pull out, so just don't lose those. Keep them in with the unit itself. Guys, I'm back. I just got from outside, and it was minus 20 out. I did the driveway, and it's friggin' cold, and I'm back in here gonna work on the 900. So I'm gonna start tearing the front forks off. I'm gonna do the first one on the right here first. Probably take it off. I'm gonna check the seals in it. I've got new ones ordered, but they haven't gotten here yet. So yeah, probably take the headlight off, the side covers for the lights here, get those painted. And then my next step probably after that is get the dirty carburetor out of there and check it out. So first thing I gotta do is up here, in here is where the air is. So it's air assist plus hydraulic or oil. So I've got to take that cap off and let the air out real slow apparently. That's what it tells me to do in the owner's manual. And then when you go to put it back together, it's, and we'll go over that anyways, but it's around 11 to 15, 11 to 16 pounds to put in it. And you pump it up by an air pump, hand pump, not a compressor pump apparently. It'll just damage stuff. So that's the word on the street. Anyways, I'm gonna go tackle that. I gotta get some wrenches out here and we'll go from there. Service by the look of that here. There's, took the cap off. It's just like a tire. And I'm just gonna let the air out real slow. Doesn't seem to be that much in it anyways. Take those forks out, then it's not gonna interfere with it. I'll probably take this cap off here. That'll loosen the handlebars and I'll move those out of the way so we can get in there. They haven't been off by the feel of it for a while. 4 screws here, takes this top plate off. And it's an Allen key, and I don't have Allen sockets type Allen keys, which you're gonna have to get. I've got standard, but I don't have metric. I'm not sure why I don't, but now I know I have to get some. So. Inside here is a little fuse panel. I don't know what these fuses do. I'm assuming this stuff here up here, but I'll look into that. Get those off. That should come right out of there unless it's a screw on the other side of this, and that might be. But and then you got the choke cable here. I'll just unloosen that, and that can just slide out. It's just a nut behind this choke piece here. Little groove here, and then you can adjust it with this nut on the bottom, and then this nut underneath here. It will be your adjustment. But I got a new choke coming. Looks like, yeah, those fuses are for this wire, so I got to take these off, and then I can pull that out. Trick, just get those screws out with the little magnet, just like that. And this is all trial and error to me, boys, girls. Just a little, I see here. Just that little snap thing there. There you go. There. Just do that sideways to get this bottom piece off. I actually can paint that piece too. See the crap? I don't know what this guy did. I think he used a paintbrush. Brutal. Just wherever he could get at it. Didn't take anything apart. You can tell that's smooth. That's from factory, but you can, whatever, we'll get it fixed up. Now in here, this is the hose here. I got to take this nut off here and this nut off here. That'll take that hose off, and then I can undo the 4 clamps, bolts that hold the forks on, and slide that out. Slide 14 millimeter on that side and 10 on the other. And then I can just twist this one off. You can see in there, there. And there's little rubber. That one doesn't have it, but this side here looks like it's got a little rubber seal on there. So we'll have to watch for that. See that there? A little rubber seal. You might want to replace that. Looks all right. And then down in here, I'll have to take that stud off. Otherwise, when I pull that fork down, it's going to get caught on. New stud for that. That's probably has a seal in this side too. Sucker. Of course, you can't make them all the same. It's like a 10. Let's see what I got here. And what I suggest to people is take lots of pictures. I know I got this on video, but it doesn't hurt to have pictures. It's got a little rubber seal on it too. Doesn't look too bad. Somebody stripped the nut on this thing here, so we'll start loosening these bolts off on either side for the forks to pull out. Those two, loosen those off, and the two that are up here. One on that side, I guess there's just one there. There was 4 altogether, but this looks like only 3. And then this here with the signal light on it, they say that you could spray some WD-40 in there so it'll slide down better. We'll see about that. Anyways, I'll get my Allen keys for that and we'll get at it. Bottom one loose, and it's just a nut on the other side, 12 millimeter. The 2 bottom ones are loose. Much as you can. That should give you enough slack. And then in here, same at the top. That stuff out of the way. Yeah, of course, that'd be a different size. That's a 10. So I have to get some metric sockets, Allen key sockets. Like I say, I don't have them, so. Okay, now, the only thing that's, I'm going to take those right out. I'll put them back. That one there. Now, if I get really good, that should come out. When you do that, just have a look at the top here. See where there's a little groove on the top of that you'll want to keep flush when you put this back in. So you're going to clean it up. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do a mark on here where that lined up for the air line as well, so that we're not off kilter on. I'm going to mark those, and then I'm going to put a bit of oil down in here, and then I'm going to try to get it off. See how we make out around here. So it'll slide down hopefully better. I put that oil in there, it works like a charm. There you go, that's number 1. Just let that signal light hang there, and there's your shocks. So we'll take these seals off. At the bottom there's a bolt in there. This is a drain plug here, that little drain plug there, but I'm going to take that bolt off, and it's could be a bit of a bitch to get out, but might need an impact on it, but we'll try it. Then we'll take this dust cap off here, and then all we got to do is just pull it out, and then we'll let it drain. I'll check the seals, and yeah, it's easy peasy. That's number 1. Usually what I'd like to do is, and I might still do that, is just leave it and do this one first, put it on, and then do that one. That way there you're not mixing a whole bunch of parts up that you might screw up. I'm not a master mechanic. I'm just a do-it-yourselfer. So whatever helps me, my method of madness, and that's what I'll do. I'll put these bolts back in here where they belong on the triple tree. Really had to, you could do the bearings on the triple tree, but I don't even see any. There's no slack in there. I bet money that maybe these forks have been done because they're not leaking either. And the gasket on the top looks fairly new, but I don't know when. So guys, I took the signal light out. This rubber grommet fits in here. And then there's a bolt that goes on here through this here. And it was just flopping around. So this rubber grommet, see how rotten it is? So I don't know if I can get one of those, or I got to buy the whole new signal light. So I'm hoping to get a new rubber grommet. It's brittle, hard, they're all like that, or most of them. I can take this off, I can paint that, get that painted up as well, and see if I can get a rubber grommet. Go from there. That's probably it on this video, guys. Next video, I'll show you how to take this apart, clean it, put it back together. This here, I want to paint that, refinish it, and then redo the seals on it. Check, there's the collars in there that you have to check, make sure they're okay. Guys, that about wraps it up for today. We'll see how long this video ends up, and then if I have to add stuff to it, I will. What I needed to get done, the cover plates for the clutch, the timing cover off, ready to paint. I got one of the front forks off, up top at the triple tree there. Up in here, I got a piece there off. It's over here on the bench, ready to sand and paint. And there's my covers I got to do, so I got a bit of cleaning up to do. That's what it looks like. Thanks, guys, for watching. Stay tuned for episode 3. Subscribe, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, helps my channel. We're gaining on it. We're up to 45 subscribers. Woohoo. Yeah, all good. It's fun to do, so that's why I'm doing it. Go Olympics, go. Cheers.